Good afternoon, students. Now, moving into the next concept of polynomials. Today, we are going to discuss about the division of polynomials. Are all of you ready? So, be ready with your pen and copy so that you can also do the division side by side on your own also by looking at the video. So let's start the division of polynomials. Division of polynomial. Now we will revise how to divide the polynomials. The first step that whenever we have to divide the polynomial, we have to arrange in the decreasing order of powers of variable. So 3, 2, 1 and then 0. Decreasing order of powers of variable. Similarly, our divisor that also should be arranged in decreasing order of powers of variable. If it is not arranged in decreasing order of powers of variable, then we can get incorrect answer. Now let's start dividing. For that we will find out, look at the first term of dividend and first term of divisor. So it is 2x cubed and first term of divisor is x. We will divide these two terms. It is very simple to divide these two terms. When we divide, we get 2x square. So this 2x square is our quotient first term and we will write it there. After writing the quotient there, we will multiply whole divisor, that is whole x minus 3 with 2x square. So let's multiply and get what will be the answer. X multiplied by 2x square is 2x cube and 3 minus 3 multiplied by 2x square is minus 6x square. Now we have to subtract. In case of subtraction, this is positive, so this becomes negative, and this is negative, so it becomes positive. Then 2x cube cancel. 4 plus 6x square, 10x square. Till now understood? Now the same process we will repeat. Now in second case, our dividend is 10x square plus 5x and divisor is x minus 3. So we will take the first term from both the sides. So 10x square by x. Now quickly give me the answer what it will come. Yes, it will come 10x. So 10x we will write as the second term of quotient, and then we will multiply our divisor by 10x and we will get 10x square minus 30x. Again we will subtract, sign will be changed here and this get cancelled. 55 plus 30 will give 35. 35x and this minus 1 will come from up to down. Again the same process, 35x divided by x will give us 35. That will be the third term of the quotient. And when we multiply x minus 3 by 35, we will get 35x minus 105. Again subtraction, sign will be changed and here we will get 104. So this is our quotient and 104 is our remainder. Understood how to find out quotient and remainder while dividing the two polynomials. Just one thing you have to remember, that always arrange the polynomial in decreasing order of the power. Then only our solution we will get correctly and it will not confuse us during the division. Now we will discuss about an important concept or theorem of polynomial which is known as remainder theorem. as the name suggests remainder, so it will tell us about the remainder after division of the polynomials. The statement is, if a polynomial px is divided by any polynomial binomial x minus a, then the remainder obtained is p of a. It means that we can find out the remainder of the two polynomials before division also. How? What we will do, if we are dividing with binomial, we will take that binomial x minus a equal to 0 and we get x is equal to some number a, and then we put value of that value of x in the polynomial for finding the value of polynomial at x is equal to a, and whatever the value of polynomial pa will be obtained, that will be the remainder of the polynomial px when it is divided by x minus a. So you note down the statement of the remainder theorem, and then we move further and we will see how it works. Again, the same statement is given. Polynomial is divided by x minus a, then remainder is p of a. Consider the example where px is equal to x cube minus 4x square minus 7x plus 10. And this we have to divide by x minus 2. But suppose if we have to only find the remainder, we don't need quotient, then why to do the whole process of division? In short form also, we can find out the remainder without doing the division. Like we have studied that x minus 2, we have to take it equal to 0 and we get x is equal to 2. Now we put x is equal to 2 in the given polynomial x cube minus 4x square minus 7x plus 10. Okay, what we will get? 2 cube minus 4, 2 square minus 7 into 2 plus 10, which on solving give us minus 12. Hence, the remainder on dividing px by x minus 2 is minus 12. If you want to check, then you divide px and x minus 2 by long division method and find out what is the remainder. Do the division by long division method fast. Done. Okay. What is the remainder you are getting? Same? Yes. Same remainder we will get minus 12 while doing the division also. Now we will solve few questions based on remainder theorem. And the few questions are from your textbook only, from the exercise. So you can open your textbook right now. The first question is, find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1. So which means this is our dividend and this one is our divisor. First step, as I said, we have to put the divisor equal to 0 and we have to find out x is equal to what value. So here we get x is equal to minus 1. Second step, we have to put the x value in the dividend. So let px is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. And we will put x is equal to minus 1. Quickly put the value and tell me what is the remainder you are getting. I know this one is not visible properly. So, but you can solve this. After solving, tell me what you are getting. Yes, we are getting 0. Hence the remainder which we get by dividing x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 by x plus 1 is 0. Understood? It is very simple to find out the remainder without dividing. Directly we are getting the remainder. We don't have to divide. Moving towards next. One important note. It says that if we divide the number, I know you know it, if we divide the number by another number and the remainder is coming 0, then we know that the smaller number is factor of the bigger number, right? For example, 2 divides 4 completely, then 2 is a factor of 4. So same way we can say about the polynomials also. If there are 2 polynomials, then the smaller polynomial. Here smaller polynomial means a polynomial with less degree. A polynomial with high degree is the bigger polynomial, and a polynomial with less degree is smaller polynomial. For example, polynomial of degree 3 is higher than polynomial of degree 0, 1 or 2. But same polynomial of degree 3 is smaller than the polynomial of degree 4, 5, like this. So if remainder becomes 0, then the smaller polynomial will become the factor of bigger polynomial. Understood? Let's solve one question based on this also. We have to check whether 7 plus 3x is a factor of 3x cube plus 7x or not. So whatever is having the highest degree, that will be our dividend. So this number, this polynomial 7 plus 3x is of degree 1 and 3x cube plus 7x is of degree 3. So here our dividend is 3x cube plus 7x and divisor is 7 plus 3x. So what is the first step? We will put the divisor equal to 0 because we have to find out the remainder. If remainder will come 0, we can say that it is a factor. If remainder will not come 0, we'll say that it is not a factor. So when we put divisor equal to 0, we get x is equal to minus 7 by 3. Now we will substitute x is equal to minus 7 by 3 in the dividend. That is 3x cube plus 7x. We will get this number. Now students, solve it fast and tell me what is the answer you are getting. Done? Okay, let's move forward. The answer we are getting is minus 590 by 9. So this remainder is equal to minus 590 by 9. Since remainder is not equal to 0, we will say it is not a factor of the given polynomial. If remainder will come 0, we will say that they are factors of each other. Or the smaller number is factor of bigger number. But here remainder is not equal to 0, so it is not a factor of px. I hope students you understood the questions and now you can solve the questions on your own. So there are very few questions in exercise 2.3. You complete exercise 2.3. Till then, thank you students.